Okay. Okay, are we all here? We're good? Everyone here? Can you
Yeah.
hear me? Awesome. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do before going to our class is I'm going to teach you how to release the scalenes and do traction for the deep anterior muscles of the neck. Okay, and so we're going to have Nord be our adjustee. Maybe, is it possible to bring the camera closer so we can get a close-up on what I'm doing to you?
Where would you like the method to be?
Just zoom and drop it down. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That should be fine. Okay, in order to do the adjustment, I'm going to have Nord lie down on his back, and he's going to go into a restorative shoulder bridge. Because when he goes into a restorative shoulder bridge, that's going to stabilize his neck. Okay, and we're going to work first. Can you remove this?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're going to work first on the scalenes. Can you move down a bit so I have room? Okay. So first working on the scalenes. The first thing I need to do is find the anterior scalene. So I'm going to find his collarbones and palpate the collarbone till I get to the sternomanubrium joint. And so from the sternomanubrium joint, I'm going to go outward by around an inch. And now if I press into the space behind his collarbones there, I will be on his anterior scalene. So I'm going to use my thumbs. I'm going to push in. And then when I push in, I'm going to go sideways like this. Okay, so when I go sideways like that, so first I'll push in, then I'm going to have him breathe. Inhale and exhale. Do it again. By having him breathe, I'm finding, there we go, now I'm on them. I'm finding his scalenes. Now that I'm on his scalenes, I'm going to go sideways like this. You don't have to breathe deeply, just relax. You all right? Put your hands down because you might feel it down your arms. So I'm cross-fibering his scalenes. And this is actually stretching them. So what am I doing? My hands are on his scalenes, and I'm going sideways. How did that feel?
It's not pleasant.
It's not pleasant if your scalenes are tight. Yeah? Okay. So if your scalenes are tight, absolutely not pleasant.
Shall I do anything else?
Stay there. Why'd you get up? I wasn't done with you yet. Get back. Get back. Okay. All right. So that was the anterior scalene. Now, if you want to find the medial scalene, from where you were, you got to go out a bit. Okay. So from where you were, go out a bit. And then have him breathe deeply. And I know I'm on them now because I can feel them already. There they are. And now press down again and start cross-fibering. Cross-fibering means you go across the grain of the muscle. The muscles are vertical, so I'm moving my thumb horizontally. And that's going to relax them. And now if I want to get to the posterior scalene, from where I am, move outward a bit, and I'm right before the trapezius. Right before the trapezius, I'm going to push down. Turn your palms up. These are super tight. In fact, they feel like guitar chord, especially this right side guy. Very tight. And so I'm cross-fibering and I'm pressing down. You all right? You feel it anywhere else? Down your arms, yes. So sometimes you'll feel it down the arms. So that is the posterior scalene. All right. Now, traction. I grab under the neck. I put my hands under the jaw, drop the chin a little. He needs to find this neutral neck position. And then I'm just going to pull his head back. So inhale. So my hands are here and here. Exhale, pull his head back. I'm not strangling him. This is his jawline, and my hand is right there. Okay, I'm not strangling him. My hands are pressing and holding his axis joint. The other hands are here at the jaw, just below the jaw, on the neck, and just traction, pulling the head back. And release. How does that feel? It feels nice, yeah? Okay, so that was traction and working with the scalenes. And unfortunately, we can only have someone do that to you. It's hard to do traction and work on the scalenes on yourself because you need to move the arm to get to them. And if you move the arm, you've already contracted them. Okay, any questions about this? Okay, you're off the hook. Does anyone have any questions?
Pee-wee, when you
Yeah.
were focusing on his collarbones, were they under the collarbone or on top of the collarbone?
Let me show you. This is the collarbone, right on
Yeah.
top here. Right on top.
On
Right
top.
on top. Not under. Here. Here. So anterior scalene, this is the sternal-manubrium joint, the clavicle-manubrium joint. So right there, anterior scalene. Go a little bit to the side. Medial scalene.
Oh, now they hurt.
Of course they hurt. That means they're tight. Because Jailan, you have forward neck position. Okay, here are the sides. So they're right before the trapezius. And then trapezius is here. Okay, got it?
How long would you hold that for until you can feel the body like naturally releasing a little bit? Or like,
Yes.
yeah?
So you can pin them down
Yeah.
or you can cross fiber. But you've got to relax. It's hard to do it on yourself, but it's possible. Just relax the other arm. So you do one side at a time. And then you do the other side. Okay. Better lying down because then you're not contracting them. So why did I put him in this position? So that they're loose and not contracting. That's why we use the shoulder bridge position. So if you want, go ahead and put yourself in the shoulder bridge so that your scalenes are loose. Don't move one arm. Relax. Lengthen the back of your neck. And then start palpating those scalenes. And just push into them. Yeah. Having fun? No doubt you're all enjoying the experience.
Is it possible that this has a direct connection with your stomach?
The fascia.
I've been them on my cat. I'm looking the scaling on my cat. If I can find it.
That's very cute. I'm sure your cat is appreciating it a lot.
Pee-wee, I have a question. When you do Kriya
Yes.
in this part, remember when we prayed before and you said that here is the inner child?
Yeah, inner child is here. That's right.
On the collarbone or on the scales?
Collarbone. Inner child is collarbone. collarbone and this notch here in the above the manubrium. Inner child is here. Okay. So if no one has any more questions and you're already enjoying this beautiful scaling exercise, let's do a like a short yoga class, maybe an hour and a half, an hour. Um, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some options that will allow you to add neck stretches to your class, number one. And number two, modify certain poses to make it more friendly for someone with neck issues. Okay? In general, for someone with a neck issue, you want to keep your head in line with your spine at all times. Some people with spondylosis will have trouble dropping the head forward. Very difficult for them to do. Or dropping the head back. Keeping the head aligned with the spine is best because they might feel compression. So I'm going to show you some modifications for forward bends and back bends for people with spondylosis, and I will mention it. If you have spondylosis, do this. Some of the modifications will be for tight neck muscles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use certain stretches, in particular this one and this one, and other kind of stretches for the neck, and I'll put it into the flow to allow us to be able to address people with tight necks, forward head positions, and tight trapezius. Okay, so this whole entire class will be about neck therapy. Are you ready to go? So let's roll out our mats and prepare for our workout. So it'll be a light workout. Again, it's about the neck. Okay, let's sit comfortably with our back straight. To check if your head is in line, take your hands behind, push your head against your hands, drop your chin slightly, make sure your posture is upright. If you want, sit on something because that's going to help you keep your spine up straight. Just take deep breaths and observe how you feel. Okay, so assuming that the centering is done, let's start by first opening your eyes, lace your fingers. Inhale, push your palms up. Exhale, back of the hands, pushing the top of the head. Press the top of the head against the hands, drop the shoulders. So going again, inhaling now, keep your palms in this position. Exhale, push, press against your hands with your head. One more time, inhaling, reach up. Keeping your hands in this position, push the top of your head against your hands. Going the other way, inhale. Exhale, palms pressing down, push your head against the hands. Release, put your hands behind the head, push head against hands, open your chest, inhale. Exhale, stretch the back of your neck, drop the chin to the chest. Again, inhale, push head against hands, lift the chin as much as possible. Exhale, without hurting yourself, drop the chin. Last time, inhaling and exhaling. Reach up, breathe in, breathe out, put your hands on the floor and open your chest. Inhale, take the chin up. Exhale, bring chin to right shoulder. Inhale, take the chin up. Exhale, chin to left shoulder. So drop a little bit more with the hands. Inhaling, depress the shoulders. Exhaling. Other side, inhaling, depressing the shoulders. Exhaling. Last time, inhaling, exhaling. Other side, inhaling and exhaling. Back to the center. Relax your shoulders. And now you're going to just drop chin. Inhaling to the right. Exhaling center. Inhaling to the left. Exhaling center. In general, you don't want to do full rotation of the neck. Inhale right. Exhaling center. Inhale left. Exhaling center. One more time. Inhaling right. Exhaling center, other side. Inhaling left. Exhaling center. And slowly release and rise up. All right, from here, right hand behind. Left hand to ear. Drop the chin 45 degrees and then push. Now we're in the trapezius. You might feel it down your back. Release and change. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling, lean sideways. Release, drop the chin 45 degrees towards the collarbones. Drop down. And release. Touch shoulders, roll them back. 10. Inhaling and exhaling as you go. 9. 8. Keep your head from moving. 7. Shoulder mobility. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2 more. 2. Now clasp the hands behind and try to touch your fist to the floor. Even if you don't, it's okay. Lift the chest. Head side side. Don't strain, just be gentle. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, drop your chin, drop your ribs. Fist to the right. Subscapularis stretch also can help with trapezius. Chin to chest. And slowly release. Inhaling, arch spine. Exhaling, round spine. 3 times. Arch inhale. Round exhale. 2 more. Arch inhale. Round exhale. 1 more. Arch inhale. And round exhale. Going for a little bit of rotation. Inhaling. Now instead of turning from your chin, turn from the center of your chest and keep your head wherever your chest is facing. Other side, inhale. Exhale. Let's try to train ourselves to keep our head where our breastbone is facing. Learning to turn from the center of your body instead of from your chin. Trying to be aware of your heart center. Now, one more time. Last time. All right. So now let's come on hands and knees. And let's stretch the back in the downward facing dog. But first, we're going to do the baby dog. Put the block in front of you and rest your head on it. Extend your hands, stick your butt back, and stretch. So the reason why we have the block there is someone with spondylosis will have a difficult time with this pose because the head will feel a lot of strain because of the vertebral compression. Supporting the head. And slowly release. Now I'm going to go into a downward dog. And I'm going to use the blocks to help me. And again, I'm going to support the neck and chin in downward dog. And I'm going to go into a downward dog from baby dog and keep the head nice and supported because someone with spondylosis, again, if the blocks weren't there, they would feel pain in their neck. Okay, so if you're feeling pain in your neck when you bend forward due to some kind of injury, we support the weight of the head by using the blocks. And slowly releasing and releasing. See how I need to carry my head. So someone with spondylosis, and you can do it with me, let's stand up. This will be quite difficult if it's really severe. And this will also be quite difficult. So if you're doing sun salutation and someone's got spondylosis, I'm going to show you the modifications. Okay, otherwise you can try them with me. Inhale, hands up. Take your fingers to your forehead and support. Exhale, drop your head down. All right? When it's down already, it will feel okay. Take the knee back. Inhaling, look forward. And exhaling to downward dog, but keep your head between your hands. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, drop down. Inhaling, if you want, put your hands behind your head and push your head against your hands into locust. Exhaling, drop down. And then lift up just however you can. Keep your head in line with the rest of your spine. Don't drop the chin back. Keep it in line with your spine. Now slowly releasing and coming to a child's pose. And if you want to, you can put your block there. Support your head. You might even have two blocks there because we're going into the downward dog. And if you feel uncomfortable, you need to support your downward dog. Otherwise, keep the head between the arms. Don't drop the chin. Coming to a plank, and you might keep your furniture there. Exhale, coming up. Support the head. Put the hands behind the head. Support the neck. Open chest, breathing. And relaxing. Let's try it again. Inhaling. Exhaling. Stepping back. Coming to downward dog. Use your props. Come forward. Drop all the way down. Let's see if you can press the head against the hands and keep the head in line with the spine. Don't arch the neck. Now going to keep the head again in line with the spine. Don't arch the neck. Release, pushing back. Again, slide your blocks in place. Rest your head for the downward facing dog. Stepping forward as you breathe in, other, and rise. So let's do that one more time so we can learn it. Inhaling, hands behind the head. Remember, keep the head in line with the spine. Support the neck as you come down, exhale. Right leg steps back. Left leg steps back. Again, dropping down. Keep the head in line with the spine. Push. Keep the head in line with the spine. Lift. Coming into the downward dog. Take your props. Downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward. Holding the head, we rise. Hands behind the head, open the chest, last round. Hands in front, dropping down. Stepping back, so if it's really bad, this is probably gonna be a thing. Okay. Dropping down. Press the head. Lift the chest. Coming back. Finding your props for the last downward dog. Stepping forward. Rising up. All right, so that was a modified sun salutation for someone with spondylosis when they're feeling a lot of pain in the neck. The next thing we're going to do is modify some easy standing poses, in particular, the side leaning ones. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is a triangle. So you're going to step your feet wide, right heel to arch, inhaling, hinge from the hip, come down. Now I'm going to take my top arm and I'm going to take it behind the back because when you have spondylosis, your trapezius is tight too, probably. This will aggravate trapezius. So keep the hand behind the back, drop down, and instead of looking up, we're actually going to drop the chin to the lower shoulder. Feel the beautiful stretch along trapezius. Stay here. Open the chest, drop the chin. You can angle your head to where you want to feel it. If you want sternomastoid, take the chin the other way, but keep the head down. So don't line up the chin. Keep it down. Get the stretch going in sternomastoid. And if you drop the chin, it's trapezius. Release, bend the knee, rise up. Inhaling. Exhale, hands to waist. See how that feels. Can you feel the difference between the right and left shoulder? Let's go for the other side, turning the toes. Hand behind. Stick your butt out, inhale. Exhale, dropping down. Again, instead of looking up, we're going to stretch the neck by dropping the chin down. And again, if you want sternomastoid, try to take the chin up, but keep the head down. Otherwise, trapezius, drop the chin. See which one you like best. So it looks misaligned, but it's on purpose because it's a stretch. Release, bend the knee, rise up, inhale. And exhale. Now going for the twisted triangle. So, right leg, square the hip. Keep the right hand behind the back. Left hand up, breathe in. You can use your block. Stick your butt out and put your hand on the floor. Now, instead of looking up, you're going to look down again. And drop chin to shoulder. Turn from the center of your chest. If you want, you can turn head sideways. Drop the ear to your shoulder. You'll feel the stretch move into your sternomastoid. Maybe into the deep anterior muscles of the neck. Release, drop the chin. Release the hand and slowly up. Inhaling. Exhaling. So remember, now we're doing neck stretches. Okay, so this is not for spondylosis anymore. This is for someone with tight neck. Well, people with spondylosis might apply to. Okay, left hand behind the back, right hand up, breathe in. Squaring the hip, breathe out. You can use your blocks, drop down, turn from the center of your chest, rotate the spine, keep the chin down. Chin to chest. Turn from the center of your spine, turn from your chest, not from your neck. And if you want a little bit into the sternomastoids again, start lifting the chin but dropping the head, ear to shoulder. Stretching through the deep anterior muscles of the neck. Exhale, release. And slowly rising up. Inhaling. Exhaling back to the front. Stepping the feet in. Clasping the hands. Putting them behind the head. Squeezing the sides of the head. Pushing the head. Elbows in. And let's just do a little bit of a wiggle. Inhaling. Hands up. Bend the knees, exhaling, come down. We're going to drop the chin. If you do have spondylosis, you're going to have the blocks here. Hopefully this is high enough. What you're going to do now is you're going to tap on the back of the neck just to release pressure. And we're also working Kriya on the fear centers. Remember, the fear centers makes the back of the neck tighten. So take your hands in like a shiatsu massage, going all the way up and down the neck, and stay there. Breathing in for 10, knocking on the back of the neck, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly release. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, put your hands behind and push your head against your hands and lift your chest. Press the chin down and then lift the chest some more. Feel the pressure of the back of the head against your hands. Now, keeping the pressure, drop the ribs. Keep pushing against the hands. Drop the ribs. Scoop the tailbone. Push your hands. And slowly release. Facing me, we're going to work on strengthening the stabilizers of the neck. Take your peace fingers on your right hand and put it on your temple. Push against your temple and allow your temple to press against your hand. Feel the deep stabilizers of the neck start to work. If you want, you can use more fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, now change sides. Push, press against your fingers, fingers pushing back. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Now put your hands on your forehead. Press into your forehead. Push into your fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now both hands behind. Press into your head. Push your head, but keep your chin aligned. Make sure the top of your ear is higher than the top of your eye. 5, 4, you might feel your back muscles working. 3, 2, and slowly release. Gonna do the eagle pose, which is really good to stretch out the muscles of your shoulders. So drop into your squat and take the right leg over the left and take the right arm under the left, squeeze the thighs, bring the elbows up. Keep your head in line with your spine. 5 breaths here. Now press your head with your hands and come forward slightly. Breathe into the kyphotic curve of your thoracic spine. If you're losing your balance, you can put your toe down. And slowly release, removing the feet. Then when you're upright, remove the hands, cactus arms. Retract your shoulder blades. Then take your fingers wide and reach your fingers away. So stretch for the shoulders. Take the chin one way. Keep reaching. Take the chin the other way. And back to the center. And relax. Roll the shoulders back. And then just relax the head a little bit. Let's go the other way. Left hand under, left leg over. And then hold your head and drop down. And again, if you lose your balance, put your toes down. Slowly coming up, removing. Head upright, cactus arms, retracting those shoulder blades. And then reach. Again, chin one way. Chin the other way. And relax. Shake your head. Let's go for another vertebral tapping. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend your knees. Put your forehead on the blocks again and again. Tapping the back of the neck. Maybe even your trapezius area. One hand can be on the floor. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly up. Okay, now we're gonna balance in a different way. You're gonna take your right elbow behind your ear. This is connection between the neck and the shoulders. Other hand below, or just keep grabbing those elbows. Maybe we can kind of try to balance in one leg. Maybe even working the core. Releasing. Take the arm, roll the shoulder back, going for tapping of the trapezius. Take your head to the side and start tapping. Responsibility drama. Let it go. Sometimes you want to use your karate chop arm. And then swipe down and shake your fingers. Let's check to see how the neck feels now. You might feel one side feeling super happy, the other side not so much. So now the left side. Push the head against the hands. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Some of you can do this. And now let's go, if you want, a little bit more. And slowly release. Relaxing, rolling the shoulder back. Leaning side again and going for another round of tapping. And then swipe. And release. Check your neck now. It should be feeling quite happy. Okay. So we're going to do one vinyasa, and then we're going to go into some standing poses again. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, touch the floor, stepping back, going into your downward dog for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3, all the way down to the ground. Put the hands behind the head and push the head against the hands again. And then keep the head in line with the spine. Move from the center of the chest. Release, coming back down. Back into your downward facing dog. Another 3 breaths here. And then start walking in and rising up. Inhale up. And exhale down. Coming forward. Stepping your feet wide, we're going to go for the warrior 2. Right foot outside. Sink into your warrior 2. This time with the hand, this is what we're going to do. You're going to drop the right hand down like you're picking up a suitcase. Then you're going to turn the palms up and you're going to reach. Feel your muscles contracting. Same thing with the other side. Drop down like you're picking up a suitcase. And then reach. You feel your biceps working, yes? Now take your pinky finger and roll it. What you're doing now push the crown of the head higher, is you're freeing the neck from the grip of trapezius by using other muscles, in this case, your biceps. Elbow in the thigh, other arm wrap, drop the chin again. Might even be able to put the hand down, drop the chin. Come up and change sides. Inhale. Exhale, turning to the other side. So again, see, when you raise your arm this way, you're using your trapezius. But when you do this technique, you override the trapezius. You're not using it anymore. You'll feel it in your bicep. Drop the hand down like you're picking up a suitcase. So we're depressing. That means you're not using your trapezius. Then you turn the palm up. Instead, you're using the deltoid in your bicep. You can feel it. Other side, drop down, depress trapezius, and come up. Little fingers, come up higher. Head is straight. 5. So for someone with spondylosis, this is how to do raising the arms to the side. 4. Let's go for a side angle, hand behind. Drop the chin. If you want more, put the hand down. Keep dropping the chin. Angle the neck to where you feel it and enjoy. Rising up, inhale. And exhale. Now here, you might need your blocks again. We're going to go for the wide fold. All right. So first, taking the hands to the waist, pushing the hips forward. Keep the head between the hands. Keep the head in line with the spine. If you want, you can switch now and support the neck as you open. Going the other way, bring your fingers in front, dropping down. Rest your head on the blocks. Relax the shoulders. If you want to go lower, change the position. Change the position. I'm going to do a little traction of the neck in a forward bend. Work the feet together and bend the knees. Stick the butt up and make sure the crown of the head is pointing at the ground. So bend the knees in order to do it. Take your thumb to your jaw, the rest of your fingers to your axis, your atlas joint, and push down at the floor. Angle your chin to get the most from the stretch. Squeeze around your ears and push the whole thing down. Release, hands down. Shake your head up and down, side, side. If you need to support the rise, inhale, hands up. And exhale, hands down. Okay, check your neck now. It should feel really yummy. Yeah? Okay. All right. So let's take a seat. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of forward bending and back bending, and again, working the muscles. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go into an easy forward bend by going into Janusirsasana on the right. So again, if you've got someone with spondylosis, you need to support their neck. So you take the block and you put it on their head already. And as you come down, you're supporting, and then wherever they need to be, you're there. Okay, the reason why we do this is because if they bend forward themselves, they'll pinch a nerve, and then it's very, very painful. And then when they're ready to come up, they just take the block, because you need to keep the head in line with everything else. Okay, let's go for the other side. So the idea is to give support to the neck. Again, putting the head in position, inhale, and exhale, keeping the head secure and stable and supported. Drop it onto the block and stay here for a few breaths. And slowly coming back. Releasing. Let's now go into a seated twist. Now you've got to watch their neck position in the twist. Remember, we were talking about that. So Let's do an easy twist. Extend the leg. Take the right leg over if you want. You can. Bring the foot in. Instead of lifting the hand, you're going to put the hands on the floor, depressing the shoulder blades. You're going to lift the chest, breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to turn from the center of your chest. You're going to keep your chin in line with the chest. Keep the chin in line with the chest. Keep the chin in line with the chest. No need to look behind you. Keep the chin in line with the chest. Use the backhand to prop yourself up. And release back to center. Let's go for the other side. So again, the idea is to keep the chin in line with the chest. Left up, right under. Again, instead of raising the arms, which will aggravate the trapezius, keep the hands down and push to open the chest. Breathe in. Again, chin in line with the chest. Exhaling. Keep the chin in line with the chest. Prop yourself up with the backhand. And release back to the center. Okay, so one thing that's really good for the forward head position is extension training. But when you do extension training, again, you've got to keep the head aligned with the spine. So this should be avoided. So instead of looking forward, you're going to look down, put the hands behind the head. As you look down, you press the head against the hands, but you're still looking down. From this position into locust, lifting the toes, pushing the head against the hands to lift up. Keep the chin in line with the chest, like you have an orange between your breastbone and your chin. You're trying to keep it from falling out. For 5. Notice the back muscles. 4, 3, 2, release down, relax. Take deep breaths. Let's try it again. Remember, keep the chin in line with the chest, hands behind. Place the fingers, press. And again, lifting into locust. Strengthen those back muscles. Push the head against the hands. Release down. Hands beside your chest, roll your shoulders back, going for cobra. Keep the chin in line with the chest. Don't bring the neck back. Move from the chest. Keep the chin in line with the chest. So don't do this. Keep looking forward. Relax and come down. Relax. Rest your head on the ground. If you want, you can wiggle side side with the head. And you can windshield wiper the lower spine. Going into the child's pose, let's take this opportunity to stretch the neck and shoulders again. Taking the blocks and putting your elbows on them. Maybe you'll put another block between these two to rest your head. Just dropping down. and slowly release. Now the next thing we're going to do is lie on our back and to do the shoulder bridge. But just to be safe, we're going to put this cushion or a stack of blankets or two folded mats underneath the shoulders so that the neck can have no pressure. So now my shoulders are much higher than my head. That's going to keep the pressure off of my neck. We're going to do the shoulder bridge. Clasping the hands, fists away from shoulders, chin to chest, opening. Maybe from here, if I keep my elbows in enough and I hold my butt, I can lift my legs into the shoulder stand. So there's no strain on my neck. If this is too difficult, I'm going to do the same move with my feet on the wall. Okay? Otherwise, I'm here. And now I'm going to take my knees to my forehead. Or I will go into halasana. But I don't want to put pressure. So maybe I'll just use the wall and do a half halasana. So there's no pressure on my neck. Otherwise, maybe my knees will go to my forehead. And slowly rolling down. And I don't really want to do the fish pose if I have a neck injury. It's not going to feel too good. But what might feel good is to put a block underneath and put another block in like a T shape. To just gently lift the ribs a little, but keeping the head in line with the spine. So I'm supporting the back of the neck. I can go higher if I want to. But I need to keep the head in line with the spine. So I will keep the block at the same length. There, now I've got a little bit of a back bend, but the head's still in line with the spine. Let's take a few breaths here. Now slowly releasing and lying on the floor. Completely relax. When we get to the floor, let's take 3 breaths here. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. And when you're ready, draw a half circle with your chin. And teacher might come over and traction my neck. Otherwise, I put my hands behind my head, cup my neck, squeeze the neck a little, and pull. Maybe I take my hands to the jaw, other fingers to the atlas bone, and I pull. And relax. Deep breaths. as we stay here for 5 minutes of Shavasana. So we're going to do Shavasana now. Enjoy your Shavasana for the next 5 minutes. Okay. Slowly take deep breaths. And let's just take the neck area and sort of like move it around to just see how it feels. So you can feel the effect of the yoga class on your neck. And feel free to use these neck stretches and incorporate them into the class, like the ways to override the trapezius in those basic poses that I showed you. We really need to do more to work on the neck. There's not enough done. Always focusing in the hips. Always. How about these guys? How about the shoulders? Okay. So I just want to mention a few things. So everyone, if you can find your way up to sitting position. What is it? Ew! It's a lizard tail. Ew! Where did you get that from? Where's the rest of it? Shanti brought me a lizard tail. Ew! It's right there. Where's
That's
the
a
rest of
sign
the
of
lizard?
diversion, Pee-wee. Yeah, but it's a sign of diversion when they bring you things.
Ew! I'm just afraid. Where's the rest of the lizard?
Probably ran away. They can run away with a broken
Okay.
tail.
Okay, I hope so. Okay. Oh, that was really gummy. It felt gross. I didn't know what it was. It didn't register. Ugh. Anyway, what was I saying? I wanted to talk about breathing a little bit because breathing is one of the reasons why shoulders are tight. You've got anxiety breathing, the knot here. And so if you've got someone with anxiety or is breathing with anxiety, the best thing you can do really is breathing into the chest. So how to correct this? You need to open up the chest area and breathe into the diaphragm. So now I'm in Supta Baddha Konasana. And I'm doing diaphragmatic breathing. So my hands are in the rib cage. Don't bite my ear. Hands are in the rib cage. And as you're breathing, you can feel the rib cage expanding. And slowly exhale and focus on the exhale. Take your time with it. Then going again, take a deep breath in. And slowly exhale. And you can spend as much time as you want in this position. Just opening up the diaphragm by lifting the rib cage. And bring your chin to the chest. So now, if you drop your shoulders and bring the chin to the chest, you're disengaging trapezius. Especially if you take the block under the head and you lift it higher. So now my trapezius is disengaged. And I can go into my ribcage breath without lifting my collarbones. So I'm dropping the chin to the chest and getting a nice stretch in my neck, and I'm expanding the ribs. You can do 10 more breaths here.
Save the tissues.
No! She loves tissue. I'll give you oh my God. I'll give you a little bit. There, you can have that. No, there. The tissues, not me. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna use the tissues to pick up the lizard tail. Okay, fine. You take it all. Take it all.
Shanti.
Shanti's upstaging me right now.